So we have spoken about humility as such an important point in our quality that needs to be present in our relationship, for our relationship to be healthy with God. And then the other thing was humility and then personal purity. And then I mentioned, I think that those two are actually very closely together. They work together. And why is that? This is because oftentimes the thing that hinders my personal purity is the fact that I have this capability that I can always reason myself out of believing that what I'm doing is wrong. I always have the reasoning enough, smarts enough to say, to find some reasoning that says, I am not doing anything wrong. And this is called, and everybody has this capability. Don't look at me so surprised. You have it too. Everybody has this capability. It's called self-deception. And Jeremiah 17:9 speaks about it. Proverbs 30:20 speaks about it. Many other places, but we're not going to go there now. That's not our theme. We have this. Now, humility, true humility, is when I take the word of God, the thoughts of God, and I start agreeing with him rather than with myself. When that happens, I stop deceiving myself. I stop telling myself these silly things. I stop excusing the things that are there in my life. Like when God says, hey, this is wrong, this is off, this shouldn't be there. Then I don't anymore say, oh, but this, but that, and I think there is a good reason for this to be here still, and I think I'm going to just go with you while having this here. Instead of this, I just start hating them with God. I stop excusing them, but start hating them with God. Let me just read Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. And then he gives some examples: pride and arrogancy and the evil way and the froward mouth do I hate. So what was it? So the froward mouth, the cheating mouth, the lying, the mouth that misleads someone else, I hate it. The evil way, I hate it. Why? Because I hate it with God. Arrogancy, I hate it with God. Pride, I hate it with. Why do I hate those things? Because I can find them in myself, because I can find that I have these problems and I want to hate them with God. And this is the fear of the Lord, to hate evil. This is how I find him. This is humility, actually, and purity connected. That I say, I'm not going to let pride lead these things allow these things into my life and into my heart. I learn to hate those things that God hates. Okay, I learn to hate things with him. This is true brokenness, because I am not leaning on my understanding anymore. That's not what's leading my life. I'm not pretending. I stop saying things like, I'm just being pragmatic about sexuality. That's why I live in sexuals, or I'm just honest about it. I'm just honest about my sexuality, and so I live in sexual sin. Even though God told me this is wrong, I just say no. I'm just and I stop deceiving myself this way. Or about someone else's property. That I'm going to take. I want to be a thief, and I say, no, everybody does it. Why wouldn't I? I'm going to steal electricity or gas or something, because everybody does it, of course. And when I start thinking with God about this in humility, then I start hating that thing, even though I perhaps allowed it before and reasoned it out and deceived myself about it, or about my evil thoughts, my evil thought patterns. Oh, I can't change it. You cannot. That's just who I am. I am a gossip. I am a mocker. I am a hateful person. I am an angry. I can't change that. Really, you can't expect. But there is a difference, because why? I can make a difference in my life, because I want that oil of gladness in my life that we talked about in Hebrews 1:9. I want that oil of gladness to anoint me in my relationship with my Lord. And so these things need to get out of my life. And how does that start? It starts by me starting to hate the things that God hates in my life. I say, okay, God, if you want a relationship with me and these things hinder it and you hate them therefore, then I hate them with you. I might not have the power to reject them yet. I might not have the power to push them out of my life yet. But I can start hating them, and I can start rejecting them mentally and in my heart, and stop excusing them and say, okay, God, one day I trust. Maybe it's going to be a process, but you're going to give me the strength to push these out. One day I will have the strength, but today I'm starting by not excusing them anymore, but hating them. Why? Because I want another list in my life. Self-deception will give me things. They are terrible things usually, but I want another list in my life. Isaiah 61:3, I want beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for a spirit of heaviness. Yep, that's the list I want in my life. So it's worth it. It's all worth it. It's more than worth it. It's awesome. God bless your day with that. I trust it does. Bless your day.